Hey guys, it's KB5 MIQ Big Boy. We're fixing to do this 1300 sub giveaway right before we do our video tonight. Tonight's video, I'm going to revisit that 939 tuner and try to show you a little more of the versatility of it. But first, hey, old ham radio cat's got to get right up here in the big middle of things. I wish you could draw, cat, but you can't. Well guys, 1300 sub giveaway. We'll get this high precision dummy load. This 2-position antenna switch from MFJ. Also going to get a koozie and a couple of stickers from the channel. Guys, I appreciate everybody who's entered, and really thanks to MFJ for sponsoring tonight's prize. Doing something a little different on drawing from now on. I'm not smart enough to do a computer drawing on this, but I got tickets and put everybody's name on tickets where everything's even in the box. So fixing to flip them around here. See who I can come up with. Okay, I got one. All right. Greg Lopez, KT4 Romeo Alpha Mike. Greg, congratulations. You're the winner. I'll get an email sent to you, and I will get these in the mail to you Monday morning. Thanks y'all who enter. We're going to do something else about 1,500 subscribers. I think we're sitting at 1,353 now. Guys, thanks again. Me and old ham radio cat really enjoy doing this with y'all. So we'll be clipping in the rest of the video with the revisiting the MFJ 939 INTELLA tuner. Be right back. Guys, I'm not going to reshoot this video again tonight, because I made a couple of word mistakes. I'm going to put this at the beginning of it. I'll say one time about getting the cables from Yaesu. No, you get the cable from MFJ. And then I referred to the tuner as a radio at one point. I'm talking about the tuner. That's a trait with my family, and as we get older, it's going to get worse. We get things confused sometimes, but the cables come from MFJ, and when I'm talking about the tuner, I call it a radio, I'm talking about the tuner. So I mentioned here that you get the cable from Yaesu. You don't, you get it from MFJ. Thanks again, guys. I don't do the script, and sometimes I get a little confused. Guys, this is a continuation of tonight's video. Y'all seen me, excuse me, just drawed for our 1,300 sub winner, so congratulations. Guys, I'm going to go back into that 939 INTELLA tuner again, and I'm going to do it for this reason. I'm not real quick on the uptake sometimes when somebody tells me something. I'm used to, when I buy something that says it's for a specific item, that's what I think it's for. First off, I want to give a shout out to WD5HKV, K1ENT, Jeff and Kent. They did the review of the first time we reviewed this one, because this tuner was sent as a MFJ 939i. It's been set up for ICOM. Well, Kent mentioned it, that it could be swapped over to Yaesu. They had another ham mention it to me, W9LEO, and there's old ham radio cat again mentioned it, and it still didn't quite sink into me, and I got thinking, well, you know, I remember Kent pointing out the jumpers. Well, I done a little research. I contacted Richard at MFJ, and he said, yes, it could be swapped over, and he sent me a cable. So I'm going to show you all the mod. I'm going to pause, start and stop this a little bit, because I'm going to take the top off of it and show you how to move the jumper on it, which a lot of you probably know. But you remember, I don't use tuners hardly at all. The only tuner I've had since I bought this 897 was an LDG tuner. This tuner really impressed me with the speed that it operates. And the thing that caught my eye about it being, even though if you buy it for an ICOM and say you get a Yaesu radio later and you want to put it on a Yaesu, you don't have to buy another tuner. And this is one of the reasons why. If you look at the back of this tuner, it's just got what I call a standard Cat 5 connection. Now this cable, and I ain't opened it up yet, and you can buy the different cables for the different radios through Yaesu. This is a Yaesu cable. It's made up with the mini DIN that goes into Yaesu and the standard Cat 5 on the other end for the tuner. Difference in that and that LDG I got, it's going to be Radio Pacific, Yaesu Pacific, because it's got the same mini DIN on both sides. Not knocking LDG tuners at all, don't get me wrong, but this one with MFJ give you a little more versatility. Like you got multiple radios you want to move around on, just buy you another cable for it. The only Yaesu that I have found out from MFJ that this radio is not compatible with is the new 710, because I got a friend of mine that's running the 710 and he was thinking about adding a tuner on for an antenna that required an external tuner, but this was not compatible with the 710 yet. Hopefully they'll get it that way. All right, well, I'm going to stop here a minute. Old ham radio cat's got to get up here in my face. It's raining here in northeast Texas today, so we've been in the house. The shack's a mess. Well, I'm going to stop in a minute. We'll get the top off this thing. I'll show you where the jumper is. Damn. There I am. Okay, guys. Got my old man light on, and I'm flipping this around. I'm fixing to flip this around on the inside where I can show you the jumpers. So hang on, I'm going to flip this light on. Flip this. Right there, it's hard for me to get this camera, excuse my nasty floor, all the way where you can see under the bottom. But that jumper, under it's got I, K, and Y, and I'm fixing to slide it over. Alright, I've slid the jumper over on the Y position. We'll put this back together and see if we can get her hooked up. Well guys, I've got the tuner hooked up, working fine. Y'all know how tuners work, so I'm not going to sit here and just tune around and push buttons, but it's super fast tuner. Go to show the versatility of it. I didn't think about that. It never sunk in with me when they was telling me, hey, ham radio cat. But it's really a good deal. You can move them radio to radio, buy another set of cables. And one thing that makes it Pacific, doesn't make it Radio Pacific, is the way that it's hooked on the back of their radio. They just got a generic Cat 5 cable with the correct cable for your radio on the other end. Unlike the LDG tuner, and I'm not knocking the LDG, I've had this in a long time, but it's got the same connector on both ends. So this was a YT100 that's only going to work with the Yaesu. Jeff's got an IT100, so it's going to have the Icon Pacific cables on it. So that's really a good thing with MFJ. They designed that like that. It makes it a lot easier to use, move around from radio to radio without having to buy a separate tuner. So if you're looking at a 200 watt or less tuner, if you're running barefoot like I do, I don't think you go wrong at all with the MFJ 939 tuner. You can order it Pacific for your radio, or if you got a radio already, want to move it around to a couple, just get your cables to go with it. It's all on their website. All right, everybody, that's about all I can cover on that. We got some more review stuff coming up. That hit me the other day, and I didn't think we made that good. We didn't make that point on it when we did the first review. Jeff and Kent done an excellent review running it on ICOM. Jeff run it on a 718, Kent run it on a 7300. Both of them did an outstanding job. Thanks again to them guys for helping me out. Y'all remember Main Trading Company in Paris, Texas? Richard's putting New Year's gear on there daily. I was up there today. They got a lot of stuff getting back in stock with, and be sure to check them out there in Paris, Texas. Thanks again, MFJ, I'm sorry. It's been a long day around here and wet day. Thanks again, MFJ, for trusting me to do this. Guys, congratulations to our winner. And we hit 1,500 subscribers. We'll do another giveaway. I appreciate all of y'all who subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment, shoot me an email. Glad to help you out any way we can. It's KB5 MIQ Big Boy 73.